Welcome to Race 20, the normal season finale. Probably Ranger will win the normal season. He's about 50-ish points ahead of most contenders, including myself. So, unless I win and he gets 0 points, Ranger will be the normal season champion, but can he take that momentum into the playoffs or not will be the real question. Let's get the anthem underway so that we can start pacing at the Chicago Street Course. Alrighty, we're gonna go around one more time for a pace lap. Welcome Shane Van Gisbergen to the grid today. His first ever Cup appearance. Can he make it worthwhile? Gisbergen starting third, I believe. This place is relatively chill for it being in Chicago. Gisbergen was fighting Hamlin for second position. Hamlin was the pole. We do a little bit of a qualifying session during pre-race. During all these pacing laps. Gisbergen will lose second. He will start third, Giggles, in that fifth row, starting 10th or 11th. No, 10th. Yesterday's race winner, NYC, William Byron on top of the crowds. Kevin Harvick starting out in the back. Lots of people with him. Ready to go green at Atlanta. Green flag waves in the air. Who will take it home for only the second time racing with the Cup Series at the street course? It will be retired after this season, and it may make a comeback next season. However, that is very uncertain. Normal season will start in January. We'll have about a week break for an exhibition race at Daytona Backstretch on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. Tyler Reddick out in front currently. I'm sitting in third. Gisbergen wants that first place. He wants to lead a lap. I know NASCAR does single file restarts here. That was really weird to watch. I've never seen a NASCAR single file restart before this track. Watkins Glen was always 2x2. Most 80% of the NASCAR tracks are 2x2. Can Gisbergen get there? He can. Gisbergen leads a lap 2 out of 50. It's funny because pre-race takes like half the amount of time as normal race. I am still definitely a little bit sick. However, I'm much better today, so we will be running about an hour-long race today. Next season, if I get sick, I'll just delay the race a couple days, try to get a little bit better. But if it really gets worse, then that race will just be completely canceled or postponed until the next week. Gisbergen sitting in third currently. A lot of people have had a tough break today. Ranger out in the back. Middle back of the pack. Definitely going to be able to work that inside lane a little bit, running in the draft of Kyle Busch. Tyler Reddick leads as they come into the restart straight. Over the second bridge. Past the restart, so into the final quarter. I am up into P2. Lap 3 out of 50. Tyler Reddick back out in front. Here comes the 99 of World War Jack taking the lead. He leads for a very short while here at Chicago before getting sent back a little while. Things can go a little bit single file choo-choo train here, but if you mess up a couple corners, you could be out of the lead. World War Jack sitting in second, trying to get a little bit of time over Denny Hamlin. We see Denny Hamlin be very confident here in Season 1. Can he take that same confidence for Season 2? It's the grand finale of Season 2's normal season. Playoffs will start on Monday. Championship 4 will be decided a week from today. Definitely a little bit interesting here. We'll really just see who will be the most confident around these corners. Confidence around the corners is key to success. If you're not confident around these corners, you will not succeed at this track. Tyler Reddick still out in front. Number 43 Ranger slowly losing a little bit of time on these leaders. We've seen a lot of people go several seconds down. I think I saw 72 seconds on one of those precautions right there. The thing with this track, our stages are 10, 20, and 30. 10, 15, and 25 for today. I don't believe you'll have stage cautions because that is not how they did that in real NASCAR. However, we will probably have stage cautions to align with the Mr. Ranger Cup Series normal rules. Gisbergen wants to get to the inside of World War Jack. I don't know if he is going to get there or not. Also for the championship race, I will be debuting William Byron coming from one of the middle back spots to second position currently. The championship race will be debuting one of my own custom tracks. It is a custom track and one of my own custom tracks. It's my own Daytona, specifically the Daytona backstretch map. If you watched the Razor Sim series like 2 to 3 months ago, then you would have seen that. It was I think either on the 27th or the 28th, and it came out on YouTube on the 29th. The 19th. There's the front stretch right there. It's a good thing NASCAR sealed that up because we could have definitely seen a couple people corner cutting right there. That would have been quite interesting. Definitely a solid run for me today. I hadn't seen myself run this well since a super speedway. And even then, I tend to run in the back. I'm just a back of the pack, field filler kind of guy. Christopher Bell is definitely giving me a little bit of pressure. However, into the final turn before the front stretch, Tyler Reddick putting on a little bit of a gap between himself and William Byron on lap 6 out of 10. Still 5 to go in stage 1. William Byron slips up. He loses a little bit of positions. It's definitely a little bit choo-choo train-like. We will have stage cautions. I am currently sitting 6th. That gives me about a good chunk of points. Briscoe in that patriotic American scheme. Scheme the number 9 car is using for this race all the way out in the back. The Hooters mobile running out of the back. I freaking hate the Hooters car. Nothing ever good has come from the Hooters car, except a lot of disappointment and perverts. Moving on to a bit of a lighter subject. Definitely a good run for Tyler Reddick and Denny Hamlin. I think he won 2 races back to back, so can he make it a third? It's already in the playoffs. I gotta blow my nose really quickly. It was really funny because I personally hate the sound of my own voice, and then I have to do these commentaries, so I definitely hear the sound of my own voice a lot. It's definitely changed a lot since the Augusta Cup. You want to hear me as a terribly squeaky squeaker instead of how I currently am, which is a bit more of a less squeaky squeaker. Then those videos are still up from the original sim racing series on this channel. All the way from early 2023. From early 2023, this channel's history goes back to September the 30th, 2021, when I posted 4 hours. William Byron in the lead. 3 to go in stage 1. Can William Byron hold them all off? Going from a loose second quarter to the lead in like 5 laps. Very impressive run by William Byron. Let's check into that 99 car, sitting 5th currently. A little bit of a gap between Truex. He gets a little bit loose, but he gets the inside on that corner. Definitely going to help him make some time on Truex. Now in the middle of, now pretty much smack dab in the middle between Truex and Ty Gibbs. Question is, who is going to be first to make the move? Truex sliding up the racetrack a little bit. Will that cost him a little bit in that corner? World War Jack gets a lot loose in that corner. He will lose a little bit of time. Van Gisbergen running in the top 10 still. Holding off the 20th Christopher Bell as they come through the second to last quarter. William Byron, Tyler Reddick, and now is T-Rex. So Byronosaurus, Tyler Reddick, and T-Rex are your top 3. T-Rex having a little bit of a battle with Hamster. William Byron starting to put on a lot of a gap in between everybody. Will it pay off in the long run? And will he get the stage victory? And it all comes down to the white flag, which will come out next lap. Number 99 definitely starting to fight off that number 54. You got to see it not coming. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in last. Kevin Harvick definitely making some ups and time in that gear wrench number 4 for Stewart Haas Racing. He will be replaced next season. Just like a lot of people will be replaced. Our field is going to go from like 36 to 16. However, we will have longer than 1 hour races most of the time. And we will definitely be weekly races with, I guess you could call them this like fan content. Oh my god! Here comes the white flag was out at the line there, but now we're trying to see Denny Hamlin trying to get that stage victory. He wants a third career win for that number 11 car before his time is gone. Picked up the ride 2 seasons ago for us. This Ranger Cup Series for Season 1, he just picked up the wheel and sent it. And now he's going to he could get a third career win today. But the stage caution will come out. Our field winner was about 15 laps, so we're definitely going to see about 3 rounds of pit stops today. I think most people are going to come down pit road for this caution, though. If they don't go down pit road, then that's good for them because then they gain a ton of position. Denny Hamlin wins stage 1 at the Chicago Street Course. Definitely an eventful day so far. Can we keep the eventfulness into stage 2? Only time will tell at the Chicago Street Course. Next stage is 15 laps, so if we pit now, we'll have to pit at the end of stage 2. And then stage 3, we'll see green flag pit stops. Hopefully, we will not have many cautions today. Coming to you live from the Chicago Street Course in Chicago, Illinois. The Champion Grand Prix. Brought to you by Champion Smartboards. I have no idea if they're actually any good. I just picked this sponsor because it was cool. So I'm just gonna spam this button. Lots of pitters, but then a lot of people who didn't pit. A good chunk of them did pit. Not really chunk of them that didn't pit, and we're gonna come around eventually through here. Here they are. Our non-pitters include most of the leaders. They will have to pit. Honestly, I'm not really going to hold that too much. If they didn't pit, then they're going to be reset on fuel anyway, just to save me a headache. Now that 99 car working his way up to capture the outside lane for the restart. Now we're just going to have to wait for the pit people. Wherever they will be. Right here. Nice. Green flag. Green flag is back out. Lap 13 is underway. That 99 car definitely maintaining that outside momentum on Denny Hamlin. Will it stick though? It'd just be kind of depressing if you went through all that work just to sort of get trapped on one of these end buffers. Like you're ready to go for an entire Grand Prix around here, and then you just get loose on one of the corners and you really fuck up your entire race. Here we go. 99 car, almost clear of Denny Hamlin. Can the 99 car maintain good speed through this corner, though? Yes, he does, but will it be enough side by side damn near? Wow. All it would take is one subtle mistake for that 99 car to be sent to the back of the field. Denny Hamlin leads again after getting a stage victory he desperately wants. That's win. Just like the 99 car, most of the people that are in the front want wins to have a shot at a championship title. For Season 3, the Contender 12 will be starting on Monday and will end on Monday. And then we have the round of 8. We have the Challenger 8 or something like that, and then we have the Championship 4. Championship 4 will be only one race, just like real life. Contender 12 will also only be one race. Here comes the 99 to the inside of the 14. He's clear. No, he's not. Not clear by the 14. Side by side. 14 really wanted that win. Won and lap led. Lap 15 currently. Lap 25 will end this stage. We're definitely starting to see some pit strategies unfold here as people want to make it last until the end of the stage. However, I don't know if they will be able to make it last until the end of the stage. We could have our first run of pit stops come as early as lap 17 instead of 20 or 24 or 25 and pit on that restart caution. Really, most people are going to have to pit soon anyway because if you didn't do it on the restart, then you're probably going to have a pretty tough time working your way through the field when people have fresher tires than you and can beat you off of the corners. But that is not an issue for Denny Hamlin currently because he is leading this race. This is his show. This is his shot at the title. Apparently, he really does think that he's going to have a shot at the title. I mean, if you can't do it in real life, how the hell would he be able to do it in a sim series? Explain that one to me. Currently on December 8th. I think the championship race will be held on the 17th or something like that. I have no idea. It's the 17th or something like that, and then we have a week and a half off for Christmas and stuff. That number 11 card definitely exceeding our expectations. Nobody even thought he would have a chance at the title, but here we are. See, the 11 car actually tried for a shot at the title. Giggles, who started 10th today, is 4th into the last position. So assuming that there is a 36 card grid, he is 32nd. Tough break for Joey Logano right there. Already lost 22 positions, and we're not even about halfway there. Stories of qualifying. Kevin Harvick crashed during qualifying. He's using the backup car today, and some of the other people starting in the back. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., I believe, was starting in the back. He blew an engine, and he had to replace it, so his qualifying efforts were basically just useless. He would have more luck convincing a damn Tiger to lick you before you go to bed, or convincing a tiger to be your friend than you would be at a bunch of other things. There's definitely no runoff here, so you can go straight into that tire barrier if that's what you really desire, hamster. Damn it, hamster was too good. So there's a runoff. No runoff there, actually. Just imagine how much of a disturbance this really was to the city of Chicago. I'm sure they loved it. Just like any hamster loves hamster food. 7 to go in the stage. Even with only 7 to go, it's definitely quite interesting to see how exactly all of these people are planning their pit strategies. Denny Hamlin is already planning to come down pretty early with the first round of pitters. We'll see him pit probably in a lap or two. They'll try to make it stretch to the end just like the rest of them, but once we get signal of people going down pit road, it's Denny Hamlin to pit. I mean, it's definitely a lot to ask to stretch your fuel and tires through 2 stages when the pit strategy really only calls for you to make it through stage 2 and then immediately have to pit for fuel. This is definitely an accomplishment for Denny Hamlin to be staying out this long. Lap 20 out in the air, 6 to go in stage 2. '99 car sitting third with the number 7 of Alex sitting fourth. Definitely a shocker there. Never thought we would see Alex in the top 5 ever again. He's definitely most dominant at short tracks, such as the Coliseum's half-mile long oval. I wonder if Halen is going to try to pit this time around, or if he's going to be a nerd and try to stay out and do all that stuff. I think he's going to pit. Hamlin to pit. I think. Okay. A large group of people pit. And also a large amount of people stay out. The fight for the win is basically gone. Tyler Reddick dominating. A couple more of these guys will pit this time around too. Pit road is still open, so if anybody really needs to make a pit stop before the stage caution, pit road closes for white flag always. Unless there's an emergency, you cannot pit on the white flag. NASCAR has made that rule very apparent. Joey Logano falling off pace. Pit stop people really are not that far behind, but the rest of the people will be pitting this time by. Chase Briscoe in the lead by a long shot after pit cycle, and Denny Hamlin out of the lead. Some of these guys were scared that the rest of the people who haven't pit yet could indeed stretch it to the end. Is that a good concern? No. Was it rational? No. Could they stretch it? No. They couldn't stretch it. They couldn't stretch it long enough to make it worthwhile to even stay out in the first place. Two to go in stage 2 already. Definitely an interesting stage with pit cycle taking place toward the very end of it. I hate having a runny nose. There's the front stretch right there through the catch fence. Already through the final handful of corners into this stretch, into the really it's just like an extended chicane. I don't know what you want to really call it, just a bump out. I'm just gonna call it a bump out because that's really what it is. Can World War Jack make it to the white flag and possibly take the green-white checkered? Or will Jack stay hungry into stage 3 for some win? White flag is out. Chase Briscoe messes up. Who will it exactly be? It is really just a two-man run at this point. Briscoe could theoretically hold Jack off until the next set of corners, really. If Jack holds on, he could make it. It's going to be a drag race to the line, isn't it? World War Jack is definitely going to try to get there. I don't know if he can. Now he's losing time, and it's Chase Briscoe winning stage 3, too. No pitting this round, so we're going to have an immediate restart. Welcome back to the Champion Grand Prix. Live to you from Chicago. It'll definitely be a little bit interesting to see how these tires age. I don't think anybody took tires on that pit stop. We'll definitely see how that can make stage 3 work. Green flag is out. Who will take it all home? Jack is definitely going to try to fight it off. Fight it out. Hope for the best, everybody. Briscoe, the dominant car of the day, back out in front. Can that change? Definitely many more right turns than left turns. Jack holding him to the outside of him. New leader. We haven't seen him lead all day. World War Jack. Can he hold them all off, though, or will it be a stretch? Only the second year at Ranger Racing. Could he bring it home at a road course? Yeah, it was like somebody hit the damn refresh button on the field. Previous leaders are already gone. As NASCAR Cup Series is Ranger Cup Series cars thunder through the streets of Chicago. Definitely an interesting choice, bringing World War Jack out in front. Can he hold everybody off for an additional 22 laps at the line? Into the section of track with the bump. Now in the bump. Out of the bump. I don't know, man. The fuel is catching. 22 laps remaining. World War Jack struck the wall there a little bit. Now he was almost sent out of the lead. This is wild. World War Jack coming from the really just front of the field, trying to get back to back good runs here. A winner of the Daytona Road Course. Oh, World War Jack hits the wall, out of the lead, out of a possible win. Chase Briscoe out in front now. I'm really just tired of seeing Chase Briscoe dominating this because it's really just Briscoe, Hamlin, and Reddick. Van Gisbergen is sucked. Even though he won in real life. Number 99 is still thirsty for victory lane, only found his way there twice this season. Joey Logano could definitely have a run at a second title this year. Being in the playoffs and everything is definitely a great responsibility. You could bomb the entire thing with just a simple bad run at a simple track. First race of the Eliminator style playoffs is Talladega. That'll make or break some people. Everybody will be racing. However, only a handful of people, only really 2.5 handfuls of people, will be racing for points. I know it's great. We're literally just having 36 cars with literally 24 of them running with zero purpose at Talladega. Still 19 laps to go here at the Chicago Street Course. Be interesting to see who can hang on. And if Chase Briscoe has any illegal modifications on that car or not. NASCAR's getting a little bit suspicious. He's been dominating after the first round of pit stops. Could have made a couple illegal modifications to that car after pit stops. Will that be the case, though? Only time will tell. 18 to go now. Chase Briscoe will be under suspicion and inspection next lap. Chase Briscoe will be going under inspection next lap for possibly illegally modified car parts. However, if that is the case, will he be disqualified from competing? Chase Briscoe now in the back of the pack after inspection. Illegally modified parts on that car. No longer competing for a win. NYC out in front. Can he make it? Only 17 laps left. That can still be translated to a lot. That is over the entirety of stage 1. And still more than stage 2. The longest stage of them all. And will we see green flag pit stops, or will a caution come out? Or will these cars be able to last it until the checkered flag? I personally think these guys are optimizing these cars to go the distance that they need them to. The Cloud now, they haven't seen him out in front much at all. Fighting with NYC for that victory. Now NYC backed up all the way to third after a couple hairpins. Now he's going to get into fourth after AJ Allmendinger passes him. 16 to go. That's still more than stage 1 and 2. The Cloud out in front. No, now Blaney out in front. the real-life NASCAR Cup Series champion himself out in front. Can he make it last, though, or will he be a flunk just like the rest of them? NYC sitting in fourth, battling it out with Tyler Reddick, of all people. If the caution comes out, then what does that mean for Ryan Blaney or McLeod or any of these people who have previously been leading? What does that mean for them? Does that mean that they have a shot at it, or does that mean that Ryan Blaney's day is over? Any of these people can be dumped on a restart and then a caution, and then a chain of cautions could commence. You never know with stage racing anymore. Ryan Blaney only marginally ahead. Each corner that happens, everybody gets a chance to overtake Blaney, but none of them has pounced on that opportunity like a tiger. Now NYC fighting it out with AJ Allmendinger still sitting in third. Ryan Blaney still ahead of McLeod. 15 to go still. Definitely going to be an interesting run by Blaney. If he wins this, that means a lot of things. Does he get ahead in points, or does he stay in the middle of the points? I don't know where he is situated in the point standings, but he is in the playoffs nonetheless if he makes his way to victory lane today. If he does not, then he is out of the playoffs, and his championship hopes are over. Here comes McLeod. McLeod pounced on that opportunity when Blaney got loose. Your new leader is McLeod. All these drivers fighting aggressively for the win. Now NYC in championship hopes can be ended, but here he comes with 3 wide racing in that final corner, and now only 14 laps remaining in today's event. Let's see who can take home the greatest title of all, a chance at a championship. And which one of these drivers will pounce on their opportunity the best? No idea. It could be NYC, it could be Ranger, it could be Joey Logano, or it could be World War Jack, or it could be a completely unrelated non-Ranger sports supporting driver. We've got most, if not all, of Team Ranger winning races this year. Charles won one. Alex is probably going to wind up pointsing his way into the playoffs at this rate. Joey Logano will probably points his way in as well. World War Jack won a race, and Rangers won 4 races. Here comes NYC on the inside of Ryan Blaney. Cannot make it work, still sitting third. Definitely going to be an interesting one if NYC is going to join Team Ranger next year, and if they will kick out a driver from their lineup next year. Our Ranger Motorsports will extend to 6 cars. Or if NYC will just be kicked out of the entire program and be replaced by somebody else. It all depends with NYC. Is NYC Racing team not doing too well this season? 13 laps to go here at Chicago Street Course. McLeod starting to gap over Blaney and NYC. NYC's got a ton of ground to make up on either of those guys. If you want a chance at a championship, he's got to still win his way in with 3 positions left open in the playoffs, with the normal season finale to end the normal season and begin the playoffs. One screw up and you're out, and the next track is Talladega, so we all must be on our darnest. Maybe with only 12 laps to go, it can be NYC's chance to shine. Almost made a move on McLeod. Ryan Blaney still back out in front, passing McLeod. Now McLeod stuck in between NYC and Blaney, trying to make the use of a draft or a slipstream or something, these speeds can reach pretty decently in the mid 150s. If they ever add North Wilkesboro, then I will gladly return to this game to stream an all-star Mr. Ranger Cup Series race. Like the winners of our seasons for Ranger Motorsports or something like that, doing maybe just an all-star race, just like a random, it's like short race to explore Wilkesboro when it comes out. With 12 laps to go, we're about to make it 11. 11 to go at the Chicago Street Course here at Chicago, Illinois. Many 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 citizens lined the track, excited for the racing that is going on here. The first time that this track has ever been put into action, abandoning the Chicagoland Speedway, and we just raced that earlier this year. Even though we are probably never going to race in the Chicago Street Course ever again. So I thought it would be a nice, fitting adventure to make this the normal season finale as a final way to win your way into the playoffs before they begin next week. Yeah, if you mess up even a little bit, that could be the end of your day, and it could be the end of your championship dreams. We're about to make 11 laps to go, 10 laps to go, and once 10 laps to go commences, it will be a countdown to the finish, basically, about who is going to win their final way into the playoffs before those commence in Talladega, NASCAR's most feared restrictor plate track, makes its way creeping into the playoff schedule once more. Even with drivers previously terrified of this track now thinking fondly of it, that does not mean anything because Talladega can make your day a living nightmare if it so pleases. It will take anything you think is good about your race car and turn it right against you. You have a slight aero disadvantage that makes street courses amazing. Not at Talladega, you need perfect aero while you're flooring it at over nearly 200 miles per hour in that famous tri-oval built in 1969. This track is our second time going to this track ever. It's definitely a nice little track. It's definitely more interesting than Daytona Road Course. That is another track that will be discontinued after this season, along with possibly even Chicagoland Speedway. A new track that we've included this season that may return next season is Watkins Glen International. Definitely always an interesting track and a fan favorite with 9 laps to go here at Chicago Street Course. Ryan Blaney's still out in front. NYC in a close second. Kyle Larson wants that second place position. He's been a very good driver, very constant in his season so far. A lot of the Ranger Motorsports drivers cannot say the same. Woodward Jack is now sitting right in front of Ranger. Ranger wants that position. It could get him extra points. And a win gives you 5 playoff points, which carry over to the next round, which could be a life or death situation. NYC slowly closing the gap between himself and Ryan Blaney. McLeod now in pursuit of that second place position with 8 laps to go. The Towers of Chicago slowly, menacingly looking over this racetrack. as the champion Grand Prix comes to a close with a little over a handful of laps left. Ryan Blaney also a dominant car. And I wonder how Chase Briscoe is doing. Been so caught up in the NYC versus Ryan Blaney battle for the lead that I personally forgot about Chase Briscoe. 7 to go. A very long gap between him and the leaders. He doesn't even see any cars anymore. Chase Briscoe out of sight by the normal competing drivers by a long shot. Ryan Blaney now trying to put a gap on the drivers. He wants the win coming to 6 to go. Now currently 6 to go here at the Chicago Street Course. Who will be crowned the Season 2 Chicago Street Course Master? Will it be a returning driver, or will it be a new driver? Each race aims to bring new powers up the power chain, hoping to get their shot at a championship title. Next season should be interesting. We'll probably have field fillers next season to get our field up a little bit. We still got plenty of time to promote ourselves. We're just going to put ourselves out there a lot. With 5 laps remaining down the Chicago Street Course, Ryan Blaney out in front by a little bit of a margin over Dingle and NYC. Wow, a DNF in the number 31 car. That's kind of crazy. Definitely going to be an interesting close to the normal season. I can tell you that much. The playoffs got nothing over this, though, especially that final one. The final race of this season is going to be absolutely crazy. The drivers are going to be going everywhere. I don't think that the season champion will necessarily win the Daytona backstretch. I just think that they're just going to have a great time. Caution comes out. With a caution late in the race, there will be a restart. However, we are going to come to 4 to go here at the Chicago Street Course. Less than a handful of laps remaining. Green flag back out in the air. Who will take it all home? AJ Allmendinger back out in front. 4 to go. Who can capitalize on this late race restart and use it to their advantage? Already mostly single file out there. Kevin Harvick making his way through the field, known as the closer for a good reason. Ranger sitting in the middle front of the field, I would say. William Byron, definitely a tough struggle for him, leading some laps in the beginning, but his long time speed is just not there this week. today. AJ Allmendinger still out in front by a little bit of a margin over Ryan Blaney. Will that continue? Yes, it will. Coming to 3 laps to go pretty soon. Over an hour currently. I think we're at an hour of pure racing at this point. It will go over an hour to decide a championship set in stone as the officially current longest Mr. Ranger Cup Series season to date. The Augusta Cup Series is really only like 5 to 6 races. Season 1 of the Ranger Cup was 9 races, and this season will be 24 races. Ryan Blaney almost gets very loose, almost spins. Van Gisbergen making his way. He's currently in 4th. He will get points. It is only Cup race in the entire schedule so far. Can he make that a difference? Can he possibly get the W at his only track he will be racing this season? Ryan Blaney gets very loose. Now NYC up to 2nd. AJ Allmendinger definitely wants a win, but will he get it? We're going to come to 2 to go at Chicago Street Course. Can AJ Allmendinger hold on, or will it be a completely different person? William Byron on the inside of AJ Allmendinger. We're going to come to 2 to go. No, I'm sorry. White flag in the air. William Byron will take the white flag. AJ Allmendinger still wants that win. He's going to keep fighting back. Now NYC looking. Who will it be? Will it be AJ Allmendinger? Will it be William Byron? Or will it be NYC scoring back-to-back wins? Who will it be? If AJ Allmendinger messes up and William Byron just gets a little bit looser, then NYC could capitalize on this fatal mistakes. They're not really paying attention to it. They're just battling it out currently by themselves for the lead. AJ Allmendinger still out in front pretty comfortably over William Byron. White flag still out in the air, pretty soon to be the checkered flag. NYC up to 2nd. Can he make it work? Can NYC win the back-to-back races, or will AJ Allmendinger punch his ticket into the championship? Actually, wait, no. All the championship spots are full. NYC losing a couple positions to Ryan Blaney of all people. It looks like it's going to be AJ Allmendinger leads in the final straightaway. AJ Allmendinger wins at the Chicago Street Course. And Chase Briscoe finally gets last. Idiot. That'll be it from me. You'll not see me active over the weekend, but as soon as Monday comes around, Talladega restrictor plate tracks taken to the extreme for the 2.66 mile trial over in Alabama. We will see you guys at Alabama. Hopefully with Alex as a co-commentator that will actually do something, as I cannot keep up this massive pace without a co-commentator. However, that'll be it for me. See you in the next one. I need the slideshows. Yes, I do want to. Ending soon. We'll see you guys on Monday, and we'll see you later.